Ladies and gentlemen, the Metropolitan Room is proud to present Liz Rubino and James McClellan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
It took
Wilbur Wright.
Wilbur Wright.
We worked every night.
Years to learn
to build something
that flew.
Until he turned blue. But my
heart
took flight
in no time by spending a moment with you. It took
Fred Astaire. He's pretty fair.
Years to learn
to tap out that tattoo, that rhythmic tattoo. But I danced on air in no time by spending a moment with you.
The look in your eyes was a pleasure. My personal treasure was in it. J.P. Morgan works weekends. I got rich in a minute. It took
Mr. Freud.
Sigmund Freud.
He got quite annoyed.
Years to learn what makes people feel blue.
Unhappy and blue.
But I'm as free as a void.
Overjoyed.
My cares are destroyed. I avoid being low just by spending a moment with you. A moment with you. A moment with you. A moment with. A moment with. A moment with. A moment with.
Oh my gosh, we totally just got applause in New York City.
We did. Thank you. You're excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like Youngstown, Ohio
It
applause,
does.
I must say. We'll take it.
We will take it. Bring it on.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. And thank you to the Metropolitan.
Thank you to the
Room.
Metropolitan Room and to
Yes.
Tanya and to Bernie and to everybody. And to all of you.
Yeah,
all
it's
of you.
really
Thank
been
you.
such a graceful experience. Everything has been so smooth for us. We are overjoyed that so many people are here tonight. We've been asked over and over, well, what's your theme for your cabaret? So our theme is friendship and family and love and hopes and dreams and, you know, just the basic
Oh,
stuff.
the mushy
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
The mushy stuff.
But we would like to celebrate our friendship tonight. It's what brought us here. We have a friendship that's multi-layered, and it goes back a long way. And we're going to try and get to all those layers tonight, if you have the time. But certainly the thing that unifies us is music. We love singing together. We found a duet a couple of years ago that really suited us. We'll go ahead with it. This is from Jason Robert Brown's show, Songs for a New World. I had a house while you were gone. The week after you left me, I found a couple acres near Severna Park. I had a house while you were gone. A house with silver shutters and a driveway laid in marble and thousands of rooms to fill and miles of space to fly. And I tried to believe it. It was better without you. I was safer alone. No, I'd give it all for you. once more. Oh, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all to hold you again, to feel I'm completed, to know there and then that all that I needed was you to fight the fear. And now you are here.
I took a trip while I was gone. I cashed in all my savings and bought an Eldorado. Drove to Tennessee. I took a trip while I was gone. I drove across the country and I stopped at lots of diners and stared at a million stars and thought I could touch the sky. And I tried to believe it. It was better without you. I was finally free. No, I give it all for you. I give it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I give it all for you. I give it 'cause the mountains I climb get higher and higher. I'm running from time and walking through fire, and dreams just don't come true. But now there's you.
Well, God knows it's easy to hide from the things that you feel, and harder to blindly trust what you can't understand.
God knows it's easy to run from the people you love, and harder to stand and fight for the things you believe.
Nothing about us was perfect or clear, but when paradise calls me, I'd rather be here. There's something between us that nobody else needs to see.
There were oceans to cross,
There were mountains to conquer,
and I stood on the shore,
and I stood on the cliff,
and the second before I jumped, I knew where I needed to be.
Oh, I gave it all for you. I gave it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I gave it all for you. I gave it 'cause it's harder to touch the things that are dearer. I love you too much to trust something clearer. I know I fell too far, but here you
Thank you. Oh, parched. 2 minutes in and I'm parched. It's okay. It's a me thing. Happens. It's all right. Who are you now? Now that you're mine, are you something more than you were before? Are you warmer in the rain? Are you stronger for my touch? Am I giving too little by my loving you too much? How is the view? Sunny and green. How do you compare it to the views you've seen? I know I am better, braver, and surer too. But you, are you now? Who are you now? Are you someone better for my love? So, I may be very tall, and I like to be taller in heels. I don't know why. But I do really appreciate the little moments, the little things in life. And this next song is from the Broadway musical Light in the Piazza. Beautiful show. And in this show, there's a song called Love to Me, and it speaks to all of the seemingly inconsequential things that happen, little things. And it's sung in the show by a young Italian boy. And while I'm not a young Italian boy, I don't think, I might be. Well, there's parts of me, darling, there's parts. I'm not young, right? I can happily report that I could have easily just have written these lyrics. Oh my, because I do understand, and I think I get it. The day we meet, the way you lean against the wind, and do not know that you are beautiful, or that anyone is watching you. This is what I see. And I notice how you hunger for surprise, and do not think that you are tall enough, like you're standing on a mountainside alone. This is what I see. Oh, 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 you're not alone. And now I see as I have never seen before, since that moment in the square, when your hat is carried in the air just so you can chase it, just so I can be there. This is what I see. This is love to me. Thank you.
You've got to swim. Swim for your life. Swim for the music that saves you when you're not so sure you'll survive. You've got to swim. And swim when it hurts. The whole world is watching. You haven't come this far to fall off the earth. The currents will pull you away from your love. Just keep your head above. I found a tidal wave begging to tear down the dawn. Memories like bullets, they fired at me from a gun. A crack in the armor. Yes, I swim for brighter days despite the absence of sun. Choking on salt water, I'm not giving in. I swim. You've got to swim through nights that won't end. Swim for your lovers and mothers and sisters and brothers and friends. You've got to swim through wars without cause. Swim for the lost politicians who don't see their greed as a flaw. The currents will pull us away from our love. Just keep your head above. I found a tidal wave begging to tear down the dawn. Oh, memories like bullets, they fired at me from a gun, cracking me open. Yes, I swim for brighter days despite the absence of sun. Choking on salt water. Well, I'm not giving in. No, I'm not giving in. 'Cause I swim. You've got to swim. Swim in the dark. There's no shame in drifting. You feel the tide shifting and wait for the spark. Yeah, you've got to swim. Don't let yourself sink. Just find the horizon. I promise you, it's not as far as you'd think. Or the currents will drag us away from our love. Just keep your head above. Just keep your head above. Swim. Just keep your head above. Swim. Just keep your head above, swim. Yeah, swim. Yes, swim. swim in my own perspiration. When I was growing up, I certainly loved two things beyond my family, Broadway musicals and Lucy. So when I found out that Lucy had done a Broadway musical called Wildcat, which opened in 1960 with a score by Cy Coleman and Carolyn Lee, and it all happened like right over there, I became obsessed with it. Wildcat, a favorite record of mine in my teens. I sang Hey Look Me Over as a kid quite a bit. That's the big song from the show. But my secret favorite, I guess, from the score was a song sung by the male ensemble. Lucy had nothing to do with it. And I even at one point tailored it for myself, created a little lyric in the middle of it somewhere that pertained to me. I didn't like what Carolyn Lee wrote, so I wrote my own. You know that her estate is going to come crashing in here any minute now, too, right? Ohioan closes Metropolitan room. Cabaret singers stranded, you know. Anyway, I decided to sing it tonight because I just thought it was dead on appropriate. I hope you like it. Right now, I'm riding the tall hope, the ship that I call hope has me in the bow. Come tell me tomorrow to settle for small hope. I'm riding the tall hope right now. Come tell me tomorrow, eliminate all hope. I'm riding the tall hope right now. Here's the part I wrote. If I ever get the urge to go traveling, I'll be heading where they'll all hear my name. And the pot that's at the end of that rainbow, yeah, you guessed it, fortune and fame. And in no time at all, I'll be singing up at Carnegie Hall. And in the audience, why, there's Lucille Ball right now, right now, right now. Come tell me tomorrow to settle for small hope. I'm riding that tall hope right now. Wah, 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 wah. I'm gonna buy me a slide trombone. Wah, 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 wah. I'm gonna play me a tune so grand. Wah, 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 wah. There'll be a ring on the telephone, and it's the big guy from the promised land. What does he say? How do you do? Where have you been? Sinner or not, he's gonna say, brother, come in, why don't you come on in and teach that Gabriel how, teach Gabriel how. Come tell me tomorrow, eliminate all hope. I'm riding that tall, bright hope right now. Come thunder, I don't shrink. Come lightning, I don't scare. Come mayhem, I don't think I care to wrinkle my brow. 'Cause overhead the stars my 2 bare feet propped up in the bow. Nothing in the world to wrinkle my brow. Right now, right now, right now, right now. Tomorrow find me grieving or even in jail. I'm in full sail right now. Come tell me tomorrow. Eliminate all hope. I'm riding that tall right home right now. Yes, sir. That's right. Right now. Thank you. Oh.
That was so beautiful. I love you so much. I love you.
Oh my gosh, I love
you. You do? You love me?
Why do they think up stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist, a practical list of don'ts, oh yes, for you. Don't throw bouquets at me.
Well, don't please my folks too much.
Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Don't sigh and gaze at me.
Right, because your sighs, they're so like mine.
They are kind of. Your eyes mustn't glow like mine.
People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things. Give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, they're suspecting things. People will say we're in love. Well, don't praise my charm too much.
Don't look so vain with me.
Well, don't stand in the rain
I do love that.
with me. People will say we're in love.
Don't take my arm too much.
Don't keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love.
Don't dance all night with
Nope, I'm never gonna
me.
dance with you.
Till the stars fade from above.
They're fading away now. They'll see it's all right with me. People will say, they're gonna say, people will say we're in love. But we're not.
Thank you. Everybody needs to jazz up Oklahoma. What I say. I don't don't know why Carol Channing came out. She was never in Oklahoma. It's Richard Skipper's blog.
But we are in love. We just don't know what the hell kind of a love it is. Exactly. We may figure it out by the end of this show, though.
Too close.
Actually, we do feel a sibling kind of relationship. We know what it feels like. We both have siblings. Maybe the hardest thing about having a brother or a sister or both is the time when you have to leave them, become your own person after years and years and years of living with them. My sister's here tonight. We are you over me yet? We found a duet that I thought spoke to the sibling relationship, although the siblings in this song are saying a permanent goodbye to each other, because this is from the Broadway musical version of Little Women. Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the air.
We'll ascend until we're out of sight. Light as paper, we'll soar.
Let's be wild up high above the sand. Feel the wind, the world at our command. Let's enjoy the view and let's not land.
Floating far from the shore.
Some things are meant to be. The clouds moving fast and free.
The sun on a silver sea.
A sky that's bright and blue. And some things will never end.
The thrill of our magic ride.
The love that I feel inside for you.
Then we'll climb beyond the break of day.
Sleep on stardust and dine on bits of moon.
You and I will find the Milky Way. We'll be mad.
We'll be mad and explore. We'll recline aloft upon the breeze. Dart about, sail on with windy ease. Pass the days doing only as we please. That's what living is for. Some things are meant to be. The tide turning endlessly.
The way it takes hold of me, no matter what I do.
And some things will never die. The promise of who you are.
Your memories when I am far from you.
All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now.
How is everybody? Are you good? You're laughing. What's funny? A couple years ago, I had the great honor of getting to take over the role of the Countess in Jerry Herman's Dear World, which originally starred Angela Lansbury. I took it over in 24 hours. That's how I gained my equity card. They do those things. How you gained your equity card. That's how I gained mine. And what's so wonderful about this character is that she is crazy like a fox, also the eternal optimist. But there's one wounded moment, as we all have. We all have loved and lost love. And there's a character in the show that she's, pined for so many years, but she's gone through her life and just sort of moved on. And the only thing is that he was the only person that ever looked at her and that she felt beautiful to. And so after he left her, she covered all of the mirrors in her house. She didn't look in any of the mirrors. And I want to dedicate this song to Jimmy because not only do I feel safe enough to undo my mirrors, to take the veil off, but I have a mirror that is also forgiving, accepting, and loving. And it is a gift. And so this song is for you. He stood and looked at me, and I was beautiful, for it was beautiful how he believed in me. His love was strong enough to make me anything. So I was everything he wanted me to be. But then he walked away and took my smile with him. And now the years blur by, but every now and then I stop and think of him and how he looked at me, and all at once I'm beautiful again. He walked away and took my smile with him. And now the years blur by, but every now and then I stop and think of him and how he looked Thank you. It's all twisted. Yes, twisted. All right. Ooh, is this mine? Oh, it's mine because I asked for the squeezy one. All right. Hold on. Heard you. Okay. So, you know, I feel like I'm at a place right now that I have looked at what was. Have you ever, you know, like you feel like you're in like a movie, you know, and you're watching what happened in your life before, and then you can see what's going to happen ahead of time. It's like, you know, foreshadowing. But where I'm at right now is that I've got this great opportunity to, knowing where I was, really knowing it, really knowing where I was, and knowing what might be or could be, has given me this awesome chance to kind of know what is. And what is, for me, at this very moment, is you, is this mighty, mighty moment with all of you. And so I thought that a mighty moment just might take a mighty song or two.
Ni la pie come fe, ni le mal, tu cames bien egal, non riendrien, non, je ne regrette rien, c'est payé. Parade passes by. I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life before the parade passes by. I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them, with the best of them. I'm gonna hold my head up high, for I've got a goal again. I've got to drive again. I've got to feel my heart coming alive again. Before the parade passes by, when the parade passes by, listen and hear that brass harmony growing. Look at that crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. And the whistles blow, and the cymbals crash, and the sparklers light the sky. Well, I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton before the parade passes by. Non rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni la Michael Moritz. Thank you. Doing a dance.
Sign it.
That's
Well,
my wife.
I would like to take this opportunity to introduce and honor Michael Moritz, who is our pianist tonight. Right? Let me tell you about Michael Moritz. He not only is he obviously a superb player, but here we go. You can hand this man an 8-track tape of sitar music and a lead sheet that your dog chewed up and spit out, and he will come back the next day with a gorgeous piano vocal arrangement of it. It is true. He's responsible, for fleshing out the medley that Liz just created for this evening, and he's responsible for the next 2 songs because, full disclosure, I couldn't find the sheet music for this song, but I really, really, really wanted to sing it. I handed it to Mike. He came back with it. I want to thank my friend, Patrick French. He introduced this song to me. It's by a singer-songwriter named Matt Alber. I don't want to ride this roller coaster. Think I want to get off, but they've buckled me down like it's the end of the world. If you don't want to have this conversation, then you better get out, 'cause we're climbing to our death. At least that's what they want you to think. Just in case we jump the track, I have a confession to make. It's something like a corkscrew. I don't want to fall, I don't want to fly, I don't want to be dangled over the edge of a dying romance. I don't want to stop, I don't want to lie, I don't want to believe it's over. I just want to stay with you tonight. I didn't mean to scream out quite so loudly when we screeched to a halt. I'm just never prepared for the end of the ride. Maybe we should get on something simpler, like a giant balloon. I've got 2 tickets left, and so do you. Instead of giving them away to some stranger, let's make them count, come on. Let's get back in line again and ride the big one. Don't you want to fall? Don't you want to fly? Don't you want to be dangled over the edge of this aching romance? If it's gonna end, then I want to know that we squeezed out every moment. But if there's nothing left, can you tell me why that it is you're holding on to me like it's the end Thank you. Thank you. It's a beautiful song. And what would a cabaret gig in 2012 be without a good old apocalyptic love song, right? Not to be outdone by Liz,
This is what the friendship is.
This is the friendship. Here
You're
it is. We
seeing
found
it.
it. We found it. I came up with a medley myself, didn't I? I have a medley. I have been going through some pretty significant changes over the past several months, and sometimes when your life is going like that, the best thing to do is just listen to music. So I've been listening to music, and these two songs were in the rotation that I was listening to, and they had the same title, but they were vastly different. One by a current pop megastar, and the other, a very obscure song from a Peter O'Toole movie musical, and you know how many of those there are. And the version of it that I loved and was listening to was sung by just a cabaret legend and a recent Kennedy Center honoree. These two songs merged in my mind, and I think together they kind of are what I think love is, which is one part scrumptious carnality, to quote Stephen Sondheim, and one part deeply spiritual commitment. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I hope you like it too. Something about this place. Something about just knowing when it's right. It's been a long time since I came around. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. And this time, I'm not leaving without you. You taste like whiskey when you kiss me. Oh, I'd give anything again to be your baby doll. This time, I'm not leaving without you. When you say, sit back down where you belong, at the corner of the bar with your jacket on. Sit back down on the couch where we made love the first time. And you said to me, you and I will travel far together. We'll pursue our little star together. We'll be happy as we are together. We may never get to heaven, but it's heaven at least to try. You and I, you and I, you and I, you and I, you and I are going on together till the time we have is gone together. Watch the evening drawing on together. Growing older, growing closer, making memories that light the sky, that only time can make, that only love can make, that only we can Folks, I'm here tonight because of Liz Rubino. I really am. I really am. She made this night happen. She just pulled me down a New York street and pulled me into a door, and I was sitting right over there, and all of a sudden I'm booked in New York City. It's true. It's really, really true. That's what our friendship is about. Gifts we give to each other, I think. You gave me a really big one tonight, Liz. Thank you so much. Yeah, we were going to sing this song tomorrow night at our Sondheim gig.
7 o'clock, come on back.
Yeah, 7 o'clock here in the Metropolitan. But it was, I think, better off in this program. Girlfriend, you going to sing this with me?
Yes, darling.
All right. Actually, you're going to sing most of it to me.
That is
I
our
only come
friendship.
in sections, but I love it. I've nothing to say.
You have many things
Well, nothing that's not been said.
said by you.
I do not know where to go.
Nor did I.
want to make things that count, things that will
I did
be
what I
new.
had to do.
What am I to do?
Move on. Stop worrying where you're going. Move on. If you can know where you're going, you've gone. Just keep moving on. I chose and my world was shaken. So what? The choice may have been mistaken. The choosing was not. You have to move on. Look at what you want, not at where you are, not at what you'll be. Look at all the things you've done for me. Opened up my eyes, taught me how to see. Notice every tree.
Notice every tree.
Understand the light.
Understand the light.
Concentrate
I
on
want
now.
to move on. I want to explore the light. I want to know how to get through to something new, something of my own. Move on, move on.
Stop worrying if your vision is new. Let others make that decision. They usually do. You keep moving on. Look at what you've done.
Something
at
in
what
the
you
light,
want,
something
not
in
at
the
where you
sky,
are,
in the
what
grass
will
up behind the
be.
trees.
Look at all the things you gave
Things
to
I
me.
hadn't
Let me
looked
give
at
to
till
you
now. Flower
something
on
in
your hat and your
return.
smile.
I would
And
be
the
so
color of your hair, and the way you catch the light, and the care, and the feeling, and the life moving on.
together.
We will always belong together.
Just keep moving on. Anything you do, let it come from you, and it will be new. Give us more to see.
Well, this is it. This is them.
We've come to the end of the road, folks.
We have. We can't believe we've had this moment. We can't believe we've had this moment together. We can't believe we've had it with all of you. What an incredible, incredible group of people here tonight. So, we want to leave you, I guess, with this thought.
It only takes a moment for your eyes to meet, and
Then your heart knows in a moment you will never be alone again.
you held me for an instant, but your arms fell sure and strong.
Strong, it only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long, and that is all that love's about.
And we'll recall when time runs out
That it only took a moment to be loved a whole life long. Thank you. Michael Moritz. Thank you. We have nice friends.
Our friends rock.
Okay, we have an encore. We've been doing this one for a while, actually. It's a favorite of ours.
Thank you for coming.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair, sending the clouds. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move, And where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Just when I'd start opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lines. No one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. And where are the clowns? Quick, send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. And where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year.
Thank you.